Hey everybody, I'm here today with my very first music talk video. That's what I'm going to be calling these. And today I would like to talk about Morrissey. For those of you who don't know, Morrissey was the lead singer of a band called The Smiths. They were very popular in the 80s. After The Smiths broke up, he started a solo music career and he has kind of a cult following, I will say. Obviously, I was born in the 80s, so I wasn't listening to The Smiths when they came out. But I did start listening to them shortly after I graduated high school. I heard a couple of their songs in high school because they are mentioned in The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, which was my favorite book. So I checked them out because of that, and I liked, a few of the songs that I heard. But in 2004, Morrissey's album, You Are the Quarry, came out, and I listened to that and became obsessed with it. And then I just, went back and listened to all of the Smiths albums and all of Morrissey's solo albums, and I've been following his career ever since. This past Saturday, I was actually able to see Morrissey in concert. This concert was technically supposed to happen a while ago. He was supposed to come to Atlanta in November of 2012, I think it was, and then he canceled. So that show got moved up to January of 2013, which was also canceled. So then it got moved up to March of 2013, but that was also canceled. So he canceled 3 times. We found out later it's because he's dealing with some form of illness, but I hope that he is healthy now. He looked really good at the show, and he seemed very energetic. But anyway, the concert was absolutely amazing. He played a lot of songs from his new album, World Peace is None of Your Business. And I have to say, this album wasn't my favorite the first couple times I listened to it, but seeing a lot of those songs live has kind of made me change my opinion about it. I really enjoyed when he played the title track, World Peace is None of Your Business, and I also really enjoyed when he played the song I'm Not a Man, which felt very epic for me, and it felt very emotional. Surprise, surprise, Morrissey being emotional, I know. He played a lot of older songs that I had never actually heard him play before. He opened the entire show with Suedehead, which was from his very first solo album, and so everybody went crazy at that. It was just a great opener, a great way to start off the set with a lot of energy and really getting everyone enthusiastic. I absolutely loved when he played We'll Never Marry, which is one of my favorites of his. This is one of his earlier solo songs as well. I was really expecting people in the crowd to jump on stage. The music video for this song is just pretty much a montage of people doing that, because that's like a thing at his shows. People just jump on stage and, try to touch him or hug him or whatever. I mean, Morrissey fans are kind of crazy, and I say that including myself. Kind of obsessive. I have a big Morrissey tattoo on my leg. A lot of people think that it's Elvis. I was really excited to go to this Morrissey show because I was like, this is the one time and place where people will not think my tattoo is Elvis. The other exception to that was when I was in Manchester, because that is where Morrissey is from, and everybody knows who Morrissey is in Manchester. I was so funny when I went to Manchester. I had my Smith shirt on, and I was just walking around I loved The World is Full of Crashing Boars, which is probably my favorite song from You Are the Quarry. So I was really glad that he played that. He played a couple of Smith songs, which were awesome. My favorite was probably Stop Me If You've Heard This One Before, which I've never heard him play before, actually. He did the Smith song Meat is Murder, and they had a screen that was playing kind of movie clips and had pictures up the whole show, and when they played Meet His Murder, they had footage from, I think it was from like a PETA documentary where, you know, they go in these slaughterhouses and they film like what goes on there. He put an entire PETA documentary like this on his concert DVD back in 2004, 2005 I think it was, and I watched the whole thing. And then I was a vegetarian for a year. But I guess over time I just kind of forgot about it and started eating meat again. I never really ate a lot of meat. Yeah, not anymore. After seeing all of this footage while he was playing Meet His Murder, I mean, it was pretty horrible. I looked away for most of it. It was funny, this girl next to us was like dancing, and then that song came on and she like turned around and she was still dancing, but she was just not watching them. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so point well taken, Morrissey. You will be happy to know that I'm not eating meat. Morrissey is like a huge PETA supporter. They even gave out these little flyers at the end. If you could see it, it says meat free and PETA.org, so you can go to PETA.org. But I mean, gruesome images aside, I thought it was very effective. I actually thought it was more effective when he used this technique when he was playing the song Gang Lord, and then he had footage of cops beating people up, which it's kind of sad that there is enough footage of that for him to play it for a whole 4-minute song. When he played Every Day is Like Sunday, I was literally crying, and it was amazing. This is also one of his singles from his very first solo album, and I've always loved it so much.
This is the coastal town that they forgot to close down. Armageddon, come Armageddon, come Armageddon, come. Every day is like Sunday.
In the encore, he did Now My Heart Is Full, which was absolutely amazing as well. It's one of my other favorites. The first time I saw Morrissey, it was in 2004, and I was actually in a play that same night in Marietta, which is a suburb of Atlanta that's like 30 minutes away. So I had a friend in the play who, you know, was willing to basically put my costume up and do everything for me. So like right when the play ended, I ran off the stage. I'm like throwing off my costume, and she's like, go. And then I had my parents pick me up, so I like run out to their car, and they speed downtown and they drop me off at the concert venue, and I ran inside, and I missed the first 3 songs, but as soon as I run in, he was playing Now My Heart Is Full. So I'm like, oh, Morrissey! And I'm like running and I'm like crying. So I get the question a lot, Sarah, why are you so obsessed with Morrissey? Why do you have a tattoo of him on your leg? My tattoo has a quote from the Smiths song Rubber Ring, and it says, don't forget the songs that made you cry and the songs that saved your life. I can't really explain my love for Morrissey, but I will try. When I was about 18, 19, 20, that was when I was really into Morrissey, and I was kind of going through a hard time. I struggled with depression a lot. I still struggle with depression, not as much now because I'm on medication and I've kind of learned ways to sort of cope with it and deal with it. But at that time, one of the ways that I dealt with my emotions was listening to Morrissey and the Smiths. And I felt like with his lyrics, it just made me feel like someone else understands how it is, and someone else understands the way that I am, even though obviously he doesn't understand the way that I am because he doesn't know me, but it felt like the songs understood, if that makes any sense. And there will always be a special place in my heart for Morrissey because of that reason. I feel like he just really got me through some hard times, and that's why I got the tattoo on my leg, because I don't want to forget the songs that made me cry and the songs that saved my life, because they meant a lot to me. they still do mean a lot to me. So yes, that is what I thought about the Morrissey show and why I love Morrissey in general. The main reason I wanted to make this video is because I feel like there aren't that many people that I can talk to about this in my life, and I know the internet is full of Morrissey fans. So how about you guys? Do any of you like Morrissey or the Smiths? Or is there any kind of artist or musician that filled this sort of role for you when you were growing up or coming of age? I would love to hear about it. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to give it the thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about music, TV, books, movies, or about writing. I do a writing tip video every Thursday. You can check those out. I have a playlist on my channel. And until next time, bye!